going to be the only ones on this call, and everyone will be jumping on the recording. So if you're watching the recording, this is for Em and I got off a really good leadership call this morning, and we talked about a couple of things that we want to help set you guys up with to really just like go for it this month. If you are thinking about passport, if you are thinking about like, yeah, I want to make some more money in this business, like all the hype and the excitement is really cool to run off, and we want to set you guys up as well as possible. So we're going to go through a couple of things because we want you guys to really feel like this is super achievable, because it is. How many trips have you been on?
One international, which was Bahamas, and then the reunions as well. The
Yeah,
Yeah, the only one passport,
yeah, and
which was
a few,
Bahamas,
yeah, and a few reunions and
and a
Byron
few
and
reunions.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I've been to two passports. I went to Mexico with my husband, and I went to the Maldives last year. And the one thing that I want to really stress for anyone watching this is you may look at those numbers and you may be like, wow, that feels really big. That feels like a lot. But at the end of the day, there are so many women with no social media followings, with, not much experience, who have literally come into the business practically new. The amount of women that I was with at the Maldives that I did not even know who these women were. And they were coming and they had just joined the business. They had just decided to show up on their social media. And the way that it compounds is really like awesome, because when you focus on what we're going to talk about, which is the power of two, which is like an incentive to help you guys, it's really going to help your business flourish and grow every single month, and it helps your organization and those numbers and those boxes get filled. So if you haven't looked at the tracker, and what are the qualifications again for tier one? It's
Yeah. So for tier one, guys, we have 10 market partners. So this is personal sponsoring. You need to sponsor 10 market partners in the 6-month qualification period. You
yeah.
need 20 personal VIPs as well in those 6 months.
Mm.
You need group sponsoring as well. So this is your downline. You need 20 market partners from your whole downline together. And this is separate to personal sponsoring, guys. They can't be both. And you also need 35 VIPs downline as well. And you need a group volume. And I know this scares people. People see this and they're like, oh my God, you need 50,000 GV.
Mm.
But I promise you, it looks so, so, so scary.
Yeah,
But we even have promos that we had this month, guys. Like this is what, and another thing you do need is you need to be MMB, guys.
yeah,
Haters rank in June down the line as well. Don't worry about if you don't have that.
yeah,
Do not count yourself out. You're
yeah,
probably looking at one of those things, whether it's, the market partners or the VIPs or the GV or the rank. You're probably disqualifying yourself straight away. And I'm like, we need to stop doing this to ourselves.
yeah,
Even if you don't think that maybe you're not going to make it, just make a promise to yourself to get as close as possible if you were
yeah,
really interested in this trip. It would be silly if you were in this
yeah,
business not to go for this trip. That would literally be insane. Like every single person should be going for this trip, regardless. Like, let's say you're disqualifying yourself because maybe you can't travel, maybe you're going to have a newborn at that time or whatever. And you're like, oh, well, why would I go for it anyway? You should be going for this trip anyway, regardless of if you're actually even going to take it. Like
yeah,
what these trips do for your business are insane. And every time I've gone on a trip, I've honestly just, it's been a very personal moment of just falling deeper in love with Monat for me on these trips.
yeah,
I think they're just really beautiful moments when it sinks in because we live so much online. And when you
mm,
actually truly get to connect with women in this business, same thing with me, Lids, even on the Aussie trip, the Aussie reunion we
yeah,
did at Gold Coast, I had met a woman who wasn't online literally at all. She was an
mm,
older woman who literally did this like
Like
networking in person on the phone, guys. Like she would literally call people and help
old
them
school.
out on a VIP. Like she was like my mum's age and she had like teenage girls. And I literally was like picking her brain because I was like, this, it just, my mind just blew because I'm like, I have so many women again, like I'm not good at social media, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there's so many ways to earn this trip, as we know. So those are the qualifications, guys. Please do not count yourself out because we
Yeah,
have promos this month, but you're probably going to be getting promos. They're going to be
yeah,
throwing stuff
yeah.
at us as
They
well.
will be. Yeah.
So what I don't want to happen for you is for you to get to May,
Mm.
June, and be like, oh my God, I've actually accumulated like 30 GV. Why did I not actually send it in the very beginning of the qualifications period? And you'll actually see, like anything, these things are going to fill up, guys. So I
Yeah.
just don't want you to get to the end and being like, have this realization of if I had actually put in the work early on and front loaded my month and went after the ways that you can gain GV,
Mm.
like I would have gotten it. I don't want that moment for you because that would suck. So
Yeah.
please do yourself like
I
the
have
due
had
diligence.
I've had women literally miss out on trips in my team by 500 DV PV because they decided to just kind of cruise for the start of the month and then
Yeah,
they get to the last 2 weeks and then they go, oh my gosh, like,
yeah,
I wish I did this. Don't let yourselves be one of those. And like a really good point is that if you are like everybody in this business is like really excited at the moment, right? We're all wanting to go on the trip, we're all wanting to go to Hawaii. Run with that momentum. And the worst thing that could happen is you're going for this trip, and like Em said, maybe like you might not be able to make it or whatever, but it gives you another thing to talk about. It gives you that fire in your belly again, and it is building your business long term, right? Like you're getting VIPs that are going to be your VIPs forever. You're going to have market partners that, say you recruit 10 market partners, you're at least going to have maybe two of them that are going to want to earn some money and start working. So you are going to earn a whole lot of money at the same time while you are trying to go for this trip as well. So there's really like every reason to go for this trip because you are going to earn a bulk amount of money. You are going to, just open yourself up so much to so much more. And like Em said, they always bring out like all different incentives and things like that as well. Don't rely on that, but know that that is coming as well. So if you disqualify yourself straight away and you don't give it a go, and then all these things come up, and then you're like left behind, trust me, you don't want to do that because the FOMO in these trips are so real. Like you don't want to miss out on them. So we're gonna show you guys. We want you to front load your months. And right now for January, what they are doing is they are giving. I want to get this right. From now, we're working with the power of two bonuses. So we'll go into what that is. But really, what it is if you get the power of two bonus in the start of the month from the 1st to the 16th, you are going to get 5,000 GV towards your qualification. Now, that is huge when you're thinking of 50,000 over 6 months. 5,000 is incredible. Now, if you get that, the power of two, so 2 plus 8 before the 16th, and it's totally doable, you get $10,000 10,000 GV towards that qualification, which is massive. Like they're wanting so many people at this trip, so they're like giving this away. Do you want to go into? I'll share my screen, and you can go into literally what this looks like for.
yeah. So we're just breaking it down, guys.
Mm,
We're going to break down what we need for this trip and what, like, because it's like, yes, we have this big goal, but it's like, oh my God, where do we focus? We want to, again, this business is so simple. It comes down to these things for anything that you want. If you want money, growth, earn a trip, it comes down to market partners and VIPs. And it comes down to this power of two bonus, guys. Okay. So, like Lid said, we want to focus on getting half of the power of two bonus, which is one market partner and four VIPs before the 16th. And
yeah,
you're going to get the bonus for that, but you're also going to be getting the GV for Hawaii, which honestly is a
yeah,
focus at the moment for all of us as well.
Yeah.
So bringing it down to what do we need to do IPA wise to get
Mm-hmm.
moving with this? And there's a few things that we've thought of. Something that's just popped up for me now, is having a for all of the customers that you do have, existing customers, you literally could, however you communicate with them, tell them that you have a referral gift or referral service happening. Literally
Mm-hmm.
tell them, literally like communicate to them, um, that you have a referral service that if they refer you a customer, they will receive a free product, whatever you want it to be. I have this with my customers. I just haven't figured out exactly. I just text them this when they enroll with me, but I definitely could remind them as well because it would slip their mind. But I offer them a free product of their choice personally if they refer me a customer. So that's something you can do
Mm.
with existing customers. And then obviously we have all of the new the IPAs we can do for new VIPs as well, which
Yeah.
is our bread and butter, guys. So this is obviously sharing all the different hair types in your stories,
Mm-hmm.
not just your own hair type with a call to action, having different avenues for people to communicate with you, whether that is DM me hair, whether that is take my hair quiz, whether it's a hair poll in your stories. You can even go like live about the product, guys. I haven't done that probably in so long, but I used to do that so much. And that is
Same.
showing people what you know about the product and getting the value across of the product, not even selling in that live,
Mm.
literally just pouring your knowledge into that live. And maybe even what could be really fun is getting on like a live with three other market partners and you have like one or two products that are your absolute favorite that you love that have solved a problem for you and speak about that on a live as well. So getting creative with how we can collaborate and band together.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always someone wanting to work as well, guys. There's always
Yeah.
wanting someone wanting to go live. This is what our Bombshell Runners chat is for. If you want to work and you want to make it a little bit fun and you're like, I'm lonely, I want to do this with someone, jump in the chat and we're gonna do like a business bingo as well this
Mm-hmm.
month.
Yep.
Just to get us going again, collaborating, and getting
Yeah.
these IPAs happening for the customers.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so we'll come up with a prize and then we're going to put a little graphic in the chat for you guys and it'll give you some ideas to do and you can do this every single day and you cross off like 3 a day and every row that you get is like an entry and however many entries that we get you are going to go in the running for this whatever this prize is, but it's really good because it helps you guys to have some actual goals every day to achieve, right? Because sometimes we can get into this business and go, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't really know what to post. I'm out of ideas. That's what the chat's for. Number one, you can jump in the chat and be like, guys, I have no idea what to post today, that sort of thing. Me and Em will post in there as well some ideas of what you could do. Like 555 every single day is a really good tool to have, and it's something that Tay Winterstein and Erica and all those big girls like do every
mm,
day. Which is 5 new connections, 5 business pitches, and 5 follow-ups. Now, the good thing about this 555 is when you do your 5 reach outs, you're making 5 new connections. Those 5 connections in a couple of days are going to be your 5 business pitches. Then the 5 follow ups are going to be the 5 from another day that you've done. So you are constantly bringing new people to chat to. And yes, there's a few days where you're like finding new people and you're reaching out, you're finding different hashtags to, bring women into your connection space and all that sort of thing, but it's a really good way to build new connections and to open up your community. Um, there's making sure you're doing lives. Me and Em will put all of this in the chat, like ideas for you guys. But going back to the power of two, the amount of money that you guys can make, we really want you to leverage this because, like for me, we had Smart Start when I started, and we were able to make so much money in those. It's like building a block, really. So if you think of these 5 people like a block, you are going to get, if you do this within the first half of the month, you get a $280 bonus, which is like, more than $50 extra a week. And we all know that we need, more than that a week. And then the second half is like 420. You're getting $700 there. That's not including the commissions from your 8 customers that you signed up. So you are going to get, from an average of $150 order, you're going to get 15 to 45% commission, depending on how much PV you have, because then you have your super seller on top of that. And then you've got your product pack bonuses as well. So then what you're doing as well is you're ranking up and you're getting your rank bonuses as well. So you can really see how much this is going to accumulate for you guys in terms of earnings, because we you can literally stack upon stack upon stack. So when we say that, yes, the passport is what we're going for, but you're going to be making some really good money in the meantime as well. So run
Yeah.
with this like momentum. We really want you guys to just start at the start of the month and just absolutely run for it.
Yeah. And it's even like you could do your passport tracker, but
Yes,
honestly,
it's
if you
live in
even
the,
just did your power of two tracker every
you'd
single
get
month
it.
and
Yep.
hit that, you wouldn't even like it's fun to do both, but like for the girls that want it super, super, super simple, if you get overwhelmed by boxes and
Yep.
silhouettes and stuff, the power of two literal as a rank map
Yep.
will get you there. And it's like, okay, what do we need for the power of two? The IPAs. It comes back to the IPAs every single time, guys.
Yes.
So
Yep.
it again, it's a lot of information, but you
Mm.
don't even really need to go into anything if you don't want to, if it overwhelms you.
Yep.
Just look at that power of two, break it
Yep.
down into half and be like, okay, what do I need to
Yep.
do? And I'll go back. The 555 is something I'd heard of it, but I hadn't really delved. I was like, eh. And then Tay was the only woman to achieve the power of two bonus in December. And
Mm.
she spoke about this on the call today, and she's like, 555. She's like,
Yes.
Tay, what are you doing? And she's like, 555. Like, that is how she achieved the power of two in December. She was the only market partner, guys,
Yeah.
to achieve that out of us
Ever.
leaders, like
Yeah.
mentors, market mentors and above
Yeah.
from the 555. So that the 555 is really going to help support the
Mm.
power of two bonuses as well,
Yeah.
um, with
Yeah.
the business
Totally.
bingo. So yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is POM, like product of the month for
Oh yeah.
volume push. So making sure that when you are signing up a VIP, making sure that you're putting in, I think this month it's replenish mask, putting that in every single order, explaining what it does for them, explaining that they need this hair mask, put it in there because it's really, really helps with volume. And like imagine if you guys got to your GB before the 6 months. Like it would just be such a good feeling. So every single month, think about that volume. Think about like, how can I get people to purchase more? How can I get more PV? That sort of thing. The product of the month is going to really, really help you with that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was uh, like Italy as well. So Italy and the new markets that are happening. I think there's Canary Islands, um, Italy. Where else was it? Tash, you know this because you posted about it today and it's like
Costa Rica.
trending. Costa
Costa Rica.
Rica. Um, and then yeah, so I know that a lot of people it's almost like too overwhelming to think of, but if you are to reach out or find one person in any of those markets, what it could do for your business is actually insane. So I did not grasp this when Germany was opening. I think it was 2024 they opened Germany, and I was like, okay, cool market. Like, I don't really know what it means to be a founder, all that sort of thing, and I didn't really get it. But I then saw women in this business reach out to people in Germany and their VIPs and things like that. Some of the women who are now directors in Germany started as a VIP and started the products, and now they're making bank, and the people who sign them up are making bank. So this is a really good way, not just for passport, but it's amazing for your business. And you were saying, Em, today that um, one of the girls, what was the story that you told me?
Yeah. So the country things, guys, like it. Am I echoey on your end?
No.
Okay, good. The new countries have it. You just need one, guys. Literally, I know it feels so overwhelming, and then it's also like we talk ourselves out of it. It's like, oh, there's a language barrier, and it's never going. It's I'm not going to be able to connect with a woman. You need literally one person in a whole ass country. Like
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
do this. So Amanda Johnson, she's blowing up her business by helping women in Germany, one woman in Germany, basically, two directors. So Amanda had, this is how it all came about. It wasn't even a direct market partner mentor situation. So Amanda had a VIP customer that was American, but like was also based in Germany sometimes. So I think she went over there, and she loved the product. They had a great relationship. And that customer found a German connection, a market partner for Amanda, and was like, you should
mm,
really like try this hair care. Like,
yeah,
the person who helps me with my hair is, she has a whole business from it.
she's
That's
expanding because
literally
Amanda
how
was
through
posting about
networking.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, through
Amanda was
networking.
posting about like this expansion and she's going into Germany and all that sort of thing. So if you don't talk about it,
You got to
like
talk
no.
about it. Yeah.
Do you know what? I got so in my head. I have one friend who's from Germany. She hates network marketing. She will never buy products from me. But I stopped myself from reaching out to her and saying, like, hey, I know it's not for you, but do you have any German friends? Because one thing I did not know is Germany love network marketing. They're incredibly hard workers. Like, we don't know who we could talk to. And, like, not going to go into it too much, but what it means to be a founder is like really big money for you. It is really just amazing. It can add to your numbers. It really accelerates your business. It really accelerates your income. So just putting the feelers out there now, I think it launches in March, just putting the feelers out like, hey, do I have any followers from Costa Rica or from Italy? Like, we're launching there. There's no excuse now not to do that because, like, we have Google Translate. You can literally, like, up. Have on a reel, you can translate it to like a different language and stuff now. Like, it's actually crazy. So the language barrier doesn't need to be a thing. Like, yes, it might be the tiniest bit more friction, but if you have one person that wants to run, like, imagine if you sign up one person in Italy and they sign up all their friends, and you've got a whole nother like
Founder.
region founder in another country that's helping your business.
And then you can also become a founder when you help someone become a founder, and you can earn a share for yourself as well. So it's just, if we can weave into our power of two and our 555, if we can weave in thinking global when it
Yeah,
comes to the new connections in the 555,
yeah,
just try and expand yourself a little bit to even think, yeah, to think to go global. Yeah.
yeah, 100%. So there's all these just different little things that can help you guys with your business. But if, like, heaps of the girls will be watching this recording. If you're like, okay, yep, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to take the steps, whatever, just message us and let us know. And we'll organize, like, do lives with each other. We're going to put the IPAs in there. Just really commit. Like, guys, it's 6 months,
Yeah.
6 months of your life to just go hard, not give a shit about what anyone thinks, because I can promise you, when I was in the Maldives, I was like, it was hard. It was hard to run. I almost didn't make it to the Maldives. Like, I was so close to missing out on it. And I'm so glad that I pushed myself, because when I was there, I was like, this is the trip of
Mm.
a freaking lifetime. And you're not even going to think about the 6 months that you busted your ass for. It's 6 months that you can just put in. It's going to accelerate your income. It's going to accelerate your business. Like, I just go for it. Speaking from someone who's been on, well, both of us, we've been on multiple trips, it is so worth it to just go for it. And you're going to have days that feel hard. You're definitely going to have days where you're like, oh, I feel like no one's listening. And then boom, all of a sudden, the fact that you've been talking about it for a month, I know people now that I'm talking to, they're going to sign up in 3 months. They're going to sign up in 4 months because they're watching me. So those numbers are going to add to that number there. So
Yeah.
don't count yourself out. Front load your month. Don't leave it till the end of the month to be like, okay, maybe I'll try and get the 2 plus 8. Start at the start of the month and try and get your 1 plus 4 or your 2 plus 8. Like, be ambitious.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think that's it, babe.
Cool. Okay,
Amazing.
babe. Well, yeah, reach out. We're gonna put some stuff in the chat, and we'll be in contact, hyping you guys up. Reach out to us for any help that you need, any lives. Let's
Yeah.
just go hard.
I'm keen to do some product lives. So
Yeah,
I think that'd be really cool. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, babes. Thanks for
Okay, bye.
jumping on, Tash. Bye.